Well, hello YouTube. Might be wondering why I'm sitting on the floor here. Well, today I was going to decide maybe I'd take you through in-depth explanation of how my setup is set up, I suppose. I see a lot of people posting up some really nice setups online, but they don't explain anything, really, or they just put little subtitles that, don't really help anything. So I figured I'd just show you guys how it's all set up. So pretty much everything starts with these two outlets here. This cable here goes down to this power strip, which is right back here. This power strip pretty much controls everything you see. Everything runs through this power strip. Fire hazard? I say not. Has a circuit breaker, so it's okay. Let's see, my phone, which is this here, my internet, which is the red patch cable, and the TV, which goes through a booster right there, all come through right here as well. This cable here runs the internet for all 20-some computers as well, at least in this room. So it all goes down through this way, goes back over, everything starts to split off from here. These two cables here, if you can see those, these two here go up, go all the way around, and they go up right over there, and they go to these two UPSs here, which in an earlier video I said was the backups 280 and the backup 400. The backup 400 powers all my monitors and the network switches. These two power strips here are plugged into the back of that APC 400 that we just saw above. So here's my printer power supply, you got security cameras and receiver and all that. These two cables here go to this power strip up here, and they go down to this one over here. This one over here, as you can see, has a lot of power supplies on it. These are all the power supplies for the network switches. Almost all of those are Netgear power supplies, except for this one up here. It's just a little phone power supply. This here's the power supply to my USB hub. You got some more power supplies there for printer and scanner, monitor, power cables, and everything. Back here to this power strip, you have this white cable here. This one goes over down to this power strip, which has another phone power supply on it. Has this cable here goes up top to the top of the desk there to control my desk lights. Both of those two 4-foot lights, little power strips right back over there if you can see it. It's kind of ghetto setup, but hey, you know what? It works. Now it's getting kind of dark back here, but if you can see it, there's another extension cord that goes that way, which is back there, which you can't possibly see, unfortunately. That goes all the way over to here, to these two power strips, this one here and this one over here. These two power strips, these are not on any kind of battery backup. The only kind of backup they have is when the generator starts during a power outage or something like that. They're just plugged straight into the wall, pretty much. These here run all these computers down here, which really aren't on any UPS protection. Let me see if I can get a light over here for you, so you can see that. I don't know if that helps. So, also back down there, where you said you couldn't see earlier, power cable for this UPS comes over from here. This all splits off. This white cable down here goes to my desktop. This one here goes to the VCR, which I'm actually using as my my TV converter box, because if you can see right up there on top of my subwoofer, that there is a portable DVD player, the kind they used to sell for the put in the back seat, hang off the back seat of a car when you go on long field road trips or something. Well, I took that in the second screen that came with it and jerry-rigged it enough so that's pretty much my little flat screen TV, if you will. I just use this to change the channel, the VCR. See. over here, show you what some of the stuff is. These here are two older APC NEC computers. They still work. These are circa, oh gosh, I want to say these are the early 80s, I'm thinking. They both still work. You can see both the power, HDD lights on the hard drive still come on, which is cool. They're pretty nice computers. They sound great when they're starting up together, that's for sure. This here is my laser printer from 1993. I'm about 1 year older than this printer, so it's kind of nice, kind of humbling. Power switches down here. It's quite a power hog, as you can see. Every time I turn this printer on, it'll make all the UPSs switch over to battery for just a minute because it takes so much power. There you go, and you see this UPS down here, the smart UPS, instead of switching over to battery, it's simply stepping the voltage up. Which these ones here won't do that because they're too old. They didn't have that technology when those were built. This is really nice in the summertime, especially where I am. Power grid's 60 years old. It's not really can't really handle the air conditioning loads in the summer, so instead of just constantly going to battery, it just steps the voltage up, which is really nice. This here is my BaseStack 101 hub. It's 1998, I believe, was when this one was made. I picked it up at a local computer shop for $5. I even got this UPS for $15. If you're familiar with the cost of a smart UPS, that's absolutely incredible. And we'll turn that printer off. This 12-port switch here, when I get everything back together, controls the internet, Ethernet, for all of these computers down through here, and even the two laptops and the other one, which I don't have up right now. Let's see. These here are the main network switches. As you can see, there's the red wire that came up from the floor right over here. This yellow one here goes up to my wireless hub. It's a Belkin N wireless router. It does pretty good for what I needed to do. This black one here, which goes to my gaming computer, and so does this one here. Sorry, let me get the camera over here, and this one here. My computer has two Ethernet ports in the back of it, which is kind of nice. And up here, I'm still toying around with it because one of these switches isn't working quite right. I don't know why. Over here is my Netgear gateway router. Here controls the internet for the other gaming computer. Sitting on top of that black box there is my wireless mouse and keyboard, but I don't use the wireless keyboard, so it's just my mouse controller. And this here is my USB hub. Got some USB sticks in the back of it. Very nice. This here is one of my LCD monitors. I run a dual display, and I can tell you what, I'll never go back to single screen. It's an Acer monitor. It's probably, oh gosh, I want to say 6-7 years old. It's still going. It's had a little difficulties every now and then, but it works pretty good. This here is my eMachines E196W HD monitor. I got it as a refurb off Tiger Direct for $89 about 2 to 3 years ago. It's really nice. Random collection of pencils and whatnots. There's that second screen to that portable DVD player, which I made into a TV, and it works really nice actually. It's even got a sound port underneath it where I can plug in my good speakers. There's the first controller box, and down there, in that back there, that white box is a subwoofer. It can rattle the floor, which I don't know, feels kind of good on your feet after a long day. This power strip here, forgot to say this. This power strip is plugged into the Backups 280, which is the backup for the X-Blade computer over there. I'll give you a better shot of it in a second. So here's my X-Blade. This is my first gaming computer. This one here, I got it, I want to say 3 to 4 years ago. There's the Power Reset HDD light. Got 2 drives. I put a floppy drive in it because, I don't know, I still like floppies. Kind of grew up with those. Got a little card reader there, it's really nice. Network switch, because my cables weren't quite long enough to reach all the way to the back of the computer, so I just put a switch there because I could. And my Samsung flat screen monitor. This one here is probably 7, 8, maybe even 9 years old, and it's still working pretty good. I'd like to get a LCD there at some point. Here's the back of my computer, my half 932 case, which is this guy over here. It's got 2 hard drives in it. It's got an XFX motherboard in there, and a 9800 GTX video card. This particular motherboard will support 3 9800 cards. There's the card, all the inputs, a bunch more thumb drives. I love thumb drives. So, see, power. This monitor here is the monitor for all those computers down there, which I can switch to at any time with this little monitor switcher here, so I don't have to have a monitor for each one of these computers if I don't want to. It's a space saver, believe me. Oh, one thing I forgot is the this little receiver here, the Swan receiver, is for my wireless security camera, which I'm not quite sure if you can see it up there. It's right back in there somewhere. So, but you don't need to see that. So, yeah, just a little clock, radio, and phones, and that's pretty much the setup. So, we're gonna give it a little bit more in-depth video. It'd be nice. So, there's some more computers down here. These ones aren't currently hooked up, but this little short white one there is a Windows 98 compact Sario. That's another compact, and this big one, this is a DOS machine. It's a Zenith Data Systems. This one here is probably 20, 25 years old, probably, maybe more. I'm not quite sure on the exact manufacturing date. It was made in the U.S., so I don't know if that tells you anything. It's got some really good games on it, and it still works. I just actually put a new battery in on the motherboard because it gives me a little battery alarm, but it's a trooper. It's a trooper, that's for sure. Oh, hey, look, and a PS2, one of 2 of my PS2s. I don't know if you can see the other one down there. I have an Xbox that I got for free because it does that, and I haven't been able to fix it yet. But that's why, you know, there's 2 couple $1,000 gaming machines, DVD player, big old TV from, oh God, early 2000s. Need to get a flat screen though, or sorry, not a flat screen, but a LCD TV. So, let's see. Oh, might as well show you my little netbook here. When I'm gaming on those computers there, I like to bring up YouTube or music or something on the netbook. See, there's the other sound import in the back of my good set of speakers. So, yeah, that's pretty much my setup. You know, a little randomness still. You know, I got other geeky stuff. You know, nice Stargate collection. You know, I love that series. Probably one of the best series on sci-fi. Too bad they got rid of it. It's a crying shame, really. My favorite, some of my books I've got: Thor's Atlas Shrugged, one of the best books I've ever read. Highly recommended. Catholic Youth Bible. I don't know how you feel about Glenn Beck, but there you go. Those are some of his books. Got some of my more technical manuals, electricity, bridge math, Socratic logic, a whole bunch of good stuff. And these are the good things. Got Battlefield, Bioshock, Call of Duty, Age of AOM, all the good stuff, all the new Left 4 Deads, the Call of Duties. That's enough stuff to keep one entertained for quite some time. So, and yay, Obama, nay, woohoo. So yeah, well, there you go. That's my setup in a nutshell. So, thanks for watching. See ya.